Okay guys, this one here is absolutely broken beyond belief. You've already seen the bow glitch that we had alongside the jar cannon to give it some extra damage. Well, this one's for the crossbow. This one is pretty mad indeed, and this one is actually probably a lot worse than the original bow glitch. As you can see on screen, we're going to pull back this bow and deal, 7k damage. It's pretty mad. This is absolutely insane as to how this works, and even the base damage on this thing with this glitch or bug or whatever you want to call it is just absolutely insane. And now this one works a lot easier to the bow because you can actually just dual wield with the jar cannon, but we're going to go into how it works and what you can do to make it a little bit more powerful in just a sec. Now if you haven't already, make sure you smash the beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And also make sure you check out our new mental merch line. It's been absolutely selling crazy, so thank you so much again for showing the love and support. Okay, let's get into this. So this right here is an absolutely insane bug that not many people really know about. I found this on DPJ's channel, so massive shout out to him. I'll make sure I leave a link down in the description. But the way this is going to work and the way we get the maximum amount of damage out of it is actually, well, a lot of people already know about all of these things, including some incantations and the commander's standard weapon. First off, we pop the golden vow, then we utilize flame give me strength, we utilize the commander's standard, and then we absolutely go ham after taking our flask of physic. You can see right here the damage output alongside these bolts. It is just absolutely mad, and I don't understand how this is working, whether it's just completely bugging out and what it is that you're holding and the hands are changing, but it's essentially shooting out like it would do from the jar cannon. Now the base damage on this is no really different. There's probably a couple of thousand in it, which I know sounds like a lot, but as an overall, for a overall bug, this is absolutely crazy. Now the guys that we're taking out are absolutely no joke whatsoever, and this dude over here has got a giant bow and arrow, so he will probably knock me quite a little bit more than the most. But you can see after all of these buffs being applied, the damage output is still pretty freaking nuts. I don't really understand how this works. You can absolutely take absolutely everything out in like no time at all, and if you guys are wanting the items that we've got right here to be able to utilize this, then I'll make sure I leave all of the locations in this video. But we're just going to quickly take this guy out after he shoots out an absolute shed ton of bows at me. This is going to be, yeah, there it is, 6,000 to finish off the job. But the way that this works is essentially you're going to glitch it out by using your memory of grace instead of actually shooting off your arrow just on a general bolt would leave the round. You utilize the memory of grace instead of shooting, so you aim it in and then you fire it off by pressing the square button. This is just absolutely cracked out of its box. And to show you how broken this is, we are going to do this right now with all of the buffs included as usual, but we're not going to hold the jar cannon in the right hand. Now the reason behind this is just to show you guys how broken this glitch is, because it's mad. It makes no sense at all. So remember, we were doing about 7,000, 7,100 with the jar cannon in the right hand. Now if we apply all of these buffs as we did previously and go back to our crossbow and shoot it normally, you're going to see that the damage output, yeah, it's nowhere near. It's but a tenth of the overall damage, which is pretty weird. Like, I don't really understand how this is all working, but you can see that the damage output is just not even touching it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the jar cannon on now, and we're going to do this bug and see that we hit 6,500 in the first shot and take this dude out with 3 rounds. Now this does cop out a little bit because we are using the pulley bow. The actual pulley crossbow is shoots 3 rounds per time, so it does give you a little bit more of a cop out. But around 4 or 5 rounds is going to take this dude out, considering we were only shooting at about 700 to 900 on the original base lining of it. Now, what are we going to be dealing if we go ahead and shoot this with no buffs, but just the glitch? Now, this is going to give you a sort of insight as to the base damage of this, because again, this is pretty damn crazy even if you haven't got the buffs applied. What we're going to do now is we're going to just go ahead and start pulling the pulley crossbow with the cannon on the right hand. No buffs. The red glow around us is just because we are utilizing the ritual sword talisman, which we'll show you guys how to get in just a little bit. We have got a few talismans at the end of this video that you guys will want to acquire for this, just to make it a little bit more stronger for the pull, but you can still see we're hitting 3, 4, maybe even 5 times the amount at certain points. Right here we hit nearly 5,000, no buffs included, and again nearly 5,000, no buffs included. The base on this is just absolutely mental, but what we're going to do right now is show you guys where you can get some of these items. So starting off, we are going to head over to this area here, and this is going to get you a talisman called the Arrow Sting Talisman. This raises the attack power of arrows and bolts, which is going to give you a bit more of a push when it comes to this glitch. So once we get to this area, we are going to turn around back upon ourselves and climb up here. Now when we climb up here, do be careful, there are quite a few ads. There is 2 ads just at the top of this ladder, so you really need to be careful and make sure that you avoid those, because well, they might push you back off. So when you get to the top, make sure you do roll and try and roll out of their way, jump up the ladder and go up to the next one. We are going to make it all the way up here, and there is again going to be ads up here as well. Now I wouldn't recommend just trying to go for the talisman. I would recommend obviously making sure you take these guys out, because if they push you around, the other ones come up the stairs and it just becomes a little bit frustrating. As you can see right here, I use probably one of my favorite weapons in the game right now, which is the beautiful magma sword. This is something which is crazy. The magma blade is mental, but irrelevant, that's another video altogether. Once you've taken those out, go to the top corner and you are going to find the Arrow's Sting Talisman just sat there. Now, going ahead to the next one, we are going to head over to the Atlas Plateau, and the reason we've got to head to the Atlas Plateau is because we actually have to go all the way up to this area right here. Now, this is going to be able to get you the Ritual Sword Talisman, I believe. You're going to be able to run straight through, and there is going to be a boss in this one. So once you do get to the top of this, we are going to find a set of ruins. These ruins, as you guys will know by now, is the Lux ruins, because we've already shown it on screen. But when you get to the Lux ruins, you want to run past all of these ads and go straight through the first door. Once you've gone through that, go through the second door and jump off of Torrent. Jumping down these stairs is going to get you to a small boss location. Now, I don't have the boss here because I've already taken him out quite a while ago, but when you take this boss out, this is going to open a area for a doorway to be opened. When you open that doorway, go to this bit here, and this is going to be where you find the Ritual Sword Talisman. After you've got that, you are going to need the jar cannon, and the jar cannon is in a specific location as well. This is going to be just up here, the volcano cave. Once you get to the volcano cave and make your way through it, right at the end is going to be the jar cannon. But that's all we've got for today. That is absolutely everything. This glitch is just mad, and as you can tell by the way that I'm stumbling on my words sometimes, I genuinely can't believe that just holding the jar cannon in my right hand is going to impact the damage by nearly 10 times the amount. It is so weird how this is working, but it is working. So if you guys have always wanted to go in and purge your archery beliefs, then grab your crossbow, grab your jar cannon and your talismans, and jump on in for an absolutely good time. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the clouds.